That's my point exactly, love. I don't know what to do next. We have matching marks on our hands, so we know we're mated. But it isn't like these marks came with an instruction manual. I do feel a bit lost at this point. I mean, I'm not sorry we're mates, but couldn't the fates have waited a while? Well, you have to admit, the timing wasn't the best. We still don't know what happened to the pack. We still have to babysit the pups, or at least leave them with Moondoggy. Sarge thinks he might have a lead, but he has to go slow or risk tipping off the opposition. But for all we know, the Fae kidnapped them and planned to do them in, which would undoubtedly cause a war. I'm not unhappy about being mated, love, but with everything going on, things are more than a little crazy around here. If we manage to get Fredo out of this mess alive, remind me to kill him. Well, he's managed to turn my world upside down. So far, the only good that's come out of this mess is that it brought us together. And Moondoggy got to showcase his architect skills. We're also dancing around the elephant in this room. Yes, love, us. How do we make this work? Channing, I don't know the first thing about being mated, but I do know for any relationship to work, you have to have open, honest communication, and that includes being honest with yourself. I don't think so, love. I think you enjoyed things getting rough, and it scared you. You said you felt out of control because you let me be in charge, or because you finally let that other side of yourself loose. Love, I don't know where you got some of those crazy ideas in your head, but me liking it rough has nothing to do with being Lupin. It's just the way I'm wired. And I highly doubt Lycan only do it twice a year, in the dark, as quietly as possible. No, I'm not making fun of you or Lycans. Just the opposite, really. My point is, everyone is different, and we like what we like. It doesn't have anything to do with how we were born. Is it possible the fates knew something you didn't until today? That getting rough was going to push your buttons the same way it pushes mine, and that's why they chose us to be mates. You're overthinking this, love. It's all right to like something new. And you don't have to plan out every moment of your life in the next 5 minutes. Processing what happens in your life is fine, so long as it doesn't keep you from ever enjoying the twists and turns that life sends you. You're right, change isn't always good, but it isn't always bad either. Don't be afraid of us, love. We can make this work. At the moment, though, we need to find out what happened to the pack, and we missed our meeting with Sarge. I'm going to reschedule with him now. How? I'm going to text him. It's almost midnight. I'm not going to call him when it's this late.
You missed our meeting.
How the bloody hell did you know I was going to message you? And what are you doing here?
I have my resources.
What resources?
Moondoggy called me after he left. Said you two missed the meet to get busy and ended up mated. After that, I monitored the open path, and when you said my name, I popped in.
And what if we'd been getting busy, as you put it, when you popped in?
I probably would have grabbed an eye full of Channing and then waited in the other room till you were done. I ain't into threesomes very much, and I never mess with someone else's mate. I have a code. And by the way, congratulations. Now, do you want to hear what I found out or not?
Right. Did you find them?
Yeah, your hunch was right. The Fae have them. They're holding them in a network of tunnels under the forest. I only put eyes on a couple of them, but I'm pretty sure they're all down there somewhere. They got shock collars on them, so if they try to use any magic to teleport or to get a message out, they get zapped. Those things suck. Whoever invented them ought to have one strapped to their balls and set on full power.
What are they planning to do with them? Did you overhear anything?
Yeah, I don't have the whole story, but their leadership is pissed about wares encroaching on their territory and disrespecting the Fae and their turf.
Well, are they planning to kill them?
Yeah, I doubt it. If they were gonna kill them, they'd have done it already.
Then what the hell are they planning to do?
Yeah, for starters, this ain't your run-of-the-mill Fae. I called in a couple of favors and got the lowdown on these guys.
And?
Yeah, there's some kind of fanatical group. They think the Fae leadership is too weak, and they've given too many concessions to the other groups. They broke off from the rest of the Fae, and they make their own rules. And they think the forest belongs to them. Period. Fredo picked the wrong group of Fae to piss off. Yeah, these guys mean business.
Then we need to get the pack out of there before they decide to do something drastic.
Yeah, that ain't gonna be easy. The tunnels are heavily guarded and there's no room to move down there. Best of all, they aren't keeping the pack together. We'd have to search all over to find them all. It's a cluster.
Negotiate? Channing, you've got to be joking. You heard what Sarge said. These aren't regular Fae. I doubt they'd even talk to us. Of course I want to get them back with no one getting hurt. You seriously think you can reason with these people? Well, it would prevent us from having to comb through all their tunnels till we found everyone. But we need to do this above ground. They'd have every advantage down in those tunnels.
I think you're both nuts. But if you want to try this, you'd better have some kind of protection in place in case this thing goes to shit.
What kind of protection are you referring to?
Think about it. These guys took an entire wolf pack and barely left a trace. Yeah, we need to figure out a way to counter the stuff they used on Fredo and company, and we're gonna wind up in the same mess he's in now.
Isn't iron like kryptonite to the Fae?
Yeah, it's like a silver bullet to a werewolf. They won't touch this stuff.
So, we need to use iron in our countermeasure. Believe it or not, I think I know just the guy for this job.